John Eats Cheap. And this is really cheap because Mrs. Cheap and I love gyros. And we have another video where we use at Fairway and the meat counter, you can get gyro meat. Then, you know, you buy the pitas and all that stuff. That gyro meat is really expensive. And we have a video where we did it with ground beef. And Mrs. Cheap said, we just got our side of beef. We got lots of roast. Let's try like a gyro roast or a Greek roast. And season it up with Greek seasonings and use that shredded. See? So we're doing homemade gyros. Because if you buy gyros, they're great. We have so many places, we love them around here. But they're going to run you 10, 12, 15 bucks. It's crazy. Well, unless you go to the Arby's one, but we did that once. It actually wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either.
Not so the next day.
This is a chuck roast. I thawed out. And I looked up, you know, seasonings, Greek seasonings for really good Greek stuff. And it's salt, pepper, oregano, onion powder, garlic powder. And that's what's in Cavendar's. So that's what we're using. I'll season it up real well. Want to get all sides. And we're just going to do this in the crock pot until it shreds. And we will have leftovers. We've got our pitas ready. We've got some feta. We've got some tomatoes. Even bought a little thing of tzatziki sauce.
Costco's the place to buy feta.
Oh, buddy.
You have a
yeah, you get a
membership.
big old one. And that makes it really inexpensive. And it's great. We love it on all kinds of stuff, especially chicken. Stuffed chicken with it for Greek chicken. But feta cheese lasts a long time too. See, this roast it's so tender it's falling apart already. No, that just gives me more crevices to get this seasoning in. All right, we're seasoned up. We can always add a little more after we shred it if it's not enough. So let's get her into the crock pot and low and slow until it's ready to shred. And that's a great thing too. Once if it gets done 2 hours before dinner time, just let it rest in there. Put it on warm.
So just the meat, you don't have to add water or anything?
I'm not going to, no. And it'll create a lot of juice because it's a well marbled, you know, the chuck creates some juice. But no, I'm not going to add any juice. We'll see if that's a problem, but we don't necessarily want juicy gyros, you know, we want the meat. Let's do it. So here we are. This is about 7 hours in, and we are done. We are very tender. Yeah. Watch that bone.
The smell.
Oh, when the bone comes out clean, she's good.
The smell's amazing.
Yeah, it does. So we'll shred this up and then give it a little taste test. See if we need to add a little bit of seasoning. I do want to get a little juice on top of that one. Yeah.
It's surprising how much juice. I mean, you didn't add any water or anything.
I added no water. That's all juice and fat. So that's, you know, quite a bit. Greek flavored. So let's shred this up, and this is pretty simple. You just do this. I'm gonna get the fat out of there, the obvious pieces of fat.
Because Chuck has big chunks.
Chuck has big chunks, yeah. Chuck's a good guy. So yeah, that's as simple. So I'm gonna shred this, get the fat out, just the big chunks that I don't want in there. So that's what we got. That's some pretty mighty fine looking shredded beef. And so I'll do a taste test. I'm gonna add some Greek seasoning for sure. And quite a bit really. We only had it on the surface. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix it up. Look at that, that's not too much fat that came off of that.
It smells so good.
So we do that, and I'm gonna go back in the juice just to keep it warm. We added quite a bit of extra seasoning. This is gonna freeze great. This is probably 4 meals here for the future, which I am looking forward to. Back in just to keep it warm. And we're almost ready for crock pot gyros. So here we go. Get in on this beef. This is shredded up and in the, you know, the Greek seasoned juice.
Oh, it's so tasty. I had to steal some.
Yeah, we don't want a lot of juice. in our gyros. But when you freeze it in that juice. That's what we got. It does smell great. This is a pita. You can do we don't like the really thick pitas because that's too much pita. We like these that you cut in half and they come in a, they're like split and more thin, a little bit of a pocket. So I got some tzatziki sauce. You can make your own, but our local Fairway has it. So I'm just gonna do both sides of the pita with that. It is easy to make. Greek yogurt, dill,
Cucumber.
Yeah, but that's the key to the gyro. And now our meat goes in. And because it's shredded, it's really easy. Look at that, pack it in there. That's, red onion, like you're supposed to do. And then some tomato. Slide them down in there. And look at that. I'm gonna just put a little sauce on top, just because. And I lost my tomato, or my onion, but it's going back in. Crock pot gyro. I mean, I hope it's good. It's pretty easy. Let's see how tasty it is.
Juicy?
Juicy and messy, just like a gyro. And very tasty. Great way to do it. I love it. Just messy. Have napkins handy. Crock pot gyro. And we have lots of leftovers, but that's okay because it freezes great. We'll be having gyros probably 4 times in the future. Thanks for watching Johnny Cheap. Follow us on TikTok too. Give us a thumbs up, a share, and a like.